How to find free images for your blog posts. In this video session, I'm going to show you a few different sites that I interacted with while working online for many years. Shutterstock is a stock photography website, and this is actually a huge website, but it's not free. And Shutterstock, what I found, was the most expensive to purchase credits and buy quality photos. Another one is CanStock Photo, more reasonably priced for the images compared to Shutterstock. But I'm going to show you free methods to find great images for you to use for your website and your blog posts. A website called Pixabay.com. As you can see, you can find top quality looking images for basically any type of niche your website is built upon. And the license type here, as you can see, it's free for personal and commercial use. And it says no attribution required. That means we don't have to, give links to this particular website and image provider. That's what no attribution required means. But as you can see, that's a quality image. And there are so many different ones. All you need to do is simply search it. Another website is Pixabay. Same principles apply. Public domain images, free for commercial use, and no attribution required. So if you're looking for top quality images for your blog posts that are free images, check out Pexels.com and Pixabay. Now let's imagine this scenario. Let's go to Google Images and search. You have search tools, and here you can look for images labeled for reuse with modification, because ideally that's what you really want. You want to be able to modify the images. And another one is rather perhaps popular is Flickr. You can do a search for your niche and select the license type to be commercial use with modification allowed. As you can see, you can still find free images here as well with these license types, right? Now, let me show you some tips and tricks here. Let's imagine we have a exercise related blog and we want to put that image, and as you can see, that's rather professional image. If we were to buy it from other places, it would probably cost us top dollars, right? Now, let's right click, open image as, save the image file, save image as on your desktop. Now, if you have access to Photoshop, you can double click it, open it up in Photoshop, go to File, File Info, to see if there are any details here, because sometimes even though you find free images, it will contain information. And if it does contain information, when you look at File Info, especially copyright status, then basically ignore that particular image because it's copyrighted. Now, if you don't have access to Photoshop, you can right click, go to Properties, go to Details to see if there are any information here as well. Now let's imagine this scenario. Now I've got Photoshop open. I could have easily opened that with Windows Photo Viewer. As you can see, it makes no difference. Now, for private blog networks especially, you want to be able to provide quality images because they add value to your website. Furthermore, you can optimize your images to work with your content that's optimized for Google rankings. There is an open source program called WM Snap. Let me open this program up. The program looks like this. It's an open source program, very easy to use, but it will do wonders for you. It's quick and easy to do various things, as I will show you in a second. Now, whether we use Photo Viewer for Windows or Photoshop, as long as we can see the image, what we can now do is, using our MW Snap open source program, we can select various different things here, right? Fixed rectangle, you can say, you know what, my blog post is, let's say, 800 width to 300 wide, and let's snap an area. As you can see, you can then say, okay, that's the area that I want. Now what happened, you've just taken an image that had Creative Commons license attribution, reuse with modification allowed, furthermore no attribution required. Now another, let's say another method, you would say, okay, you know what, any rectangle, snap the area and say, okay, you know what, I just like this area here, and then save the image. Name it to match the blog post content type. In this example, if it's, let's say, exercise, let's say I had a website to do with exercise, I could say men lifting weights, exercising. I can place that in there. Save it in JPEG. Let's save it. Now what happened here when we've done this? Everything has changed as far as that particular image is concerned. All the digitally attached information here is now all gone. So right now, if I have Photoshop, I can further optimize it by going to File Info. So I'm not going to cover that because I have a video tutorial showing you really advanced methods for optimizing images. But I'll just show you the quick and easy method here. Let's right click the image, go to Properties, go to Details. I can say the title is Men Lifting Weights, Exercising. You can be flexible here. Subject matter, describe the image contents, shows dumbbells and so on. Rate it to anything you want. Tag it and then put some keywords. Weightlifting, exercising, health, and so on. If I had a blog related to health and so on, right? And then you can apply let's go to properties again. So we've just made the changes, quickly optimizing images using Windows. So you may not have access to Photoshop, then you can still add these additional details to your image. And then it's just a matter of uploading this image, as in uploading the one you modified because you had the permission to do so. Now let's imagine this scenario. Let's say this particular website. Now, although these people did not require for us to attribute them, it's only fair that we actually do. So therefore, in your terms and conditions, what you can do is you can write something that is to do with copyright and intellectual property rights. That's to do with copywriting. And then just, at least give links to those websites or even to the image itself. Okay, so in this example, the free versions didn't require us to do that because it says no attribution required. That means I don't have to give links to them, but nonetheless it's only courtesy perhaps. Now that's how you find free images for you to use for your blogs easily, searching online methods and using the various websites. I thank you very much for learning with me, and I'll talk with you in the next video session.